Hey guys, I just came by the office to grab some keys to go check out one of my properties that someone's about to move into on Sunday. And I got a letter in the mail. Y'all will not believe this particular tenant was evicted in December. He didn't appeal. I believe he didn't pay for the month of, was it September? September. He didn't pay for the month of September. He did an appeal for the month of October, which means we never got rent for the month of September. He started paying the court in October. He paid the court in October and November. He was supposed to be out the last day of November, and we had a new family moving in, and he refused to leave. Of course, he filed the appeal. Y'all, when I tell you I missed out on such a great family, it was someone who was moving here from another state, already applied, paid their deposit. I had to give them their deposit back, of course, because he refused to vacate the property when his lease was over. So come December, he doesn't have the money to pay. So, of course, he contacts our attorney and saying something about, we'll be out, gave me a date in January or something like that. If you guys, what did he say? If we will forgive some past due rent or something like that. In my mind, I'm like, okay, he don't have the money to pay the court for the month of December. This is why he's reaching out, because we kept trying to meet him in the middle, and we offered waiving attorney fees, we offered waiving court fees if he would just vacate the property. But he wanted his security deposit back, and I'm just like, you don't get your security deposit back when you have unpaid rent. You know, it don't work like that. So go to the mailbox today. Notice of hearing by court official. So today, what is it, July 1st, we're just now getting a district court hearing for the appeal that he filed last year in October. Ain't that crazy? The courts are so backed up. So when someone files an appeal, they can pay the courthouse every month directly on time, and they can stay in your property in the state of North Carolina. They can stay in your property. However, one slip up and they don't pay on time, you can automatically get a padlock done. That's how I've been able to get my padlocks for the two tenants who have filed appeals. They pay like 2 months on time, and then the third month they don't pay or don't have the money to pay, which we knew this because I took you to court for non-payment. And then they get padlocked and get put out. So this particular tenant, this was actually our very first appeal we ever had. He stayed for 2 months, paid for 2 months, third month didn't have the money. I'm guessing because it was the holidays. I had no sympathy. I know, I think he had children, but at that point in time, I'm just like, I have no sympathy for you just because you've taken advantage. And he didn't have the money to pay, so I think we padlocked him like 5 days before Christmas. But I didn't care. So it looks like our hearing is July the 23rd with district court. So I got to let my attorneys know, like, hey, we got to go to court. He filed an appeal, so technically it's his case that he needs to show up for. I doubt he shows up because you filed an appeal to buy you more time. Typically when you file an appeal, it's something that was done that was unethical, but you just didn't pay rent and you got evicted. That's all it is. So I really feel like they need to narrow down on